And ready now for 2nd and 9.
Good! All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
Again, it's Howard. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And this is going to be incomplete.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. And, he spins past him and into space. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Marshawn Lynch, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it, and the defense did exactly that.
So the D-line's going to spread out. On 2nd down, Lynch busting free and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Play clock winding down. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. On is the punter, King, to send it away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Bears get ready to go again on offense, and we talked earlier about the quarterback situation. Glennon will be the starter in Week 1. How about the backfield behind him? How's that looking?
Well, Jordan Howard is the lead guy, and rightly so. Over 1,300 yards as a rookie. Remember, he was a 5th-round pick out of Indiana who produced at a Pro Bowl level. And he'll be even better this year because he should be able to catch the ball better. Had surgery in the offseason to correct some eyesight problems, and now he's catching the ball real well as we head towards the season. But he's going to get some help from another unheralded rookie out of North Carolina A&T named Tariq Cohen. Some people are calling him the human joystick already for his moves in the open field.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Now it's Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Here's Trubisky. And some space here. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. first, they go right back to Howard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is brought in at the 21. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Taylor. First down, the run with Lynch. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Carr gives to Marshawn. And he's got room. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On play action, now Carr. And he finds Cook. And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. It's a big play for the Raiders on 3rd down. 44 yards. Here's a give to Lynch. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. They'll run again with Lynch. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And a loss of 3 to bring. Up 4th. Now on 4th down, Jack Del Rio's going to send on the field goal unit. And his kick here is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So after slogging through a scoreless first quarter, we have action on the scoreboard. A field goal makes it 3-0.
Well, with these two offenses, we weren't going to stay 0-0 forever, were we? I'm not sure that this opens the floodgates, but I doubt that's the last scoring we're going to see.
Onto the field now come the Bears. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Here we go now. Blue, 90. Black leopard.
Now Trubisky on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
No. Check. Patriot.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. This is Howard on second down. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They go play action. Trubisky. And he locates Wheaton complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Detroit! Here we go now. Blue, 90.
They'll send Wheaton in motion left. On first down, they run with Howard. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They go with Howard again. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On third down, this is Howard. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with fourth down forthcoming.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Completion left side to Miller. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. They get 3 there on the pickup, and that leads to a Chicago first down.
No. Check. Patriot.
On the toss play, Howard. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Eight yards to go here on second down.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now Trubisky. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was looking for Zach Miller as tight end there. And it's third down. Here's Trubisky to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on fourth down? Now Trubisky to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. John Fox displeased at how that turned out. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Let's go. 1, 9, 1.
Now a handoff looking right. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? you adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Carr to throw on second down. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Marshawn Lynch, and it's third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Raiders on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. Letting one go deep for Roberts. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On third down, they go Lynch. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And this one is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
To return, this is Eddie Jackson. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And his throw here's incomplete. Kendall Wright, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here,
But that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Bears on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is third down and 12. Play action. Now Trubisky. And the Raiders have got him. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They run again on first down. Lynch. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. On the give, this is Lynch. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. The Raiders on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A Raider first down as Carr finds Cooper. Fresh set of downs here. Lynch running the counter. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Third down now following the run. Here's Carr. Cooper's got it. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. On the handoff, Lynch. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. On 3rd down, it's Lynch. Lynch busting free. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run with Lynch. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They come out here in the I. Offense working with a 2nd and goal now from the... And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Marshawn Lynch, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Now the return man, this is Benny Cunningham. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And hauled in by the tight end Miller. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickel.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by David Amerson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Comes to Lynch, and he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so far.
I stay myself, I never change, yeah. get you paid, yeah.
But I still love